Hello cozy friends, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I do want to encourage you to subscribe and become a cozy friend, and if you haven't already, go ahead and join me over my social media for some extra content. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first pen I want to talk about is the Itoya CL10 BP double header. I love this calligraphy marker so much. I have recently just gotten into classical calligraphy because it's something I really wanted to learn, and this is a double-ended marker. The thicker side is a 1.5 millimeter. I'm sorry, the thicker side is a 3.0 millimeter, which as you can see is pretty thick, and it's got a chiseled end. What I love about this, especially if you're learning, is that it has this little handle piece on the top that really teaches you how to hold the pen properly, and then the other end is a 1.5 millimeter so that you're able to write in a little bit of a smaller font, so to speak. So I love the thickness of these pens and just how easy it is to use. It makes it very easy when you're learning the strokes of calligraphy. So the downstrokes are so easy to make thick, and then the upstrokes are just super easy to make thin. And this is just kind of like an example so you guys can see how well the pens work. And like I said, if you're interested in learning how to hand letter or just to get into calligraphy, I highly recommend this pen. It's absolutely amazing, and it's one of my favorites now. The next one is the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. This is the hard tip. Now, I recently started using these, and I have to say that I'm pretty obsessed. I've always had them on my wish list for journaling supplies, and when I was actually able to get it, I can't tell you that I have not been able to put these pens down. As you can see here, just so easy to write with. It flows so smoothly, and it's so easy to get those easy uplines and those hard downstrokes. I absolutely love this pen so much. The next pen I want to talk about is the soft tip. This one I also love, and personally tend to use this more when I'm writing in my journals, just because of the soft tip. I don't really feel like I have to fight against the brush pen. With other ones you kind of feel like you have to force it a little bit more, but with this one it's just super smooth, and I love it so much. The next one is the 82040 brush pen, the twin tip. This pen is very unique because one end is a gray color, which I think is great for accenting if you're lettering, and then the other is obviously a darker ink, and it's just really soft, really smooth, like extremely smooth. I've never used a smoother pen in my life, I have to say. I really love this. I bought this in a 3-pack on Amazon, actually. A great buy. The next pen I want to talk about is the Pentel Arts Sign Pen Touch Brush Tip. This pen is magical. I feel like I use this pen the most when it comes to my lettering practice, especially. Like, as you can see just how smooth it is. I really effortlessly, I know it's sped up, but it's super effortless to use. The next pen I want to talk about is the Sharpie S Gel. I love this pen. I know I've been saying this about all these pens, but for my everyday writing usage, I do use this pen. I use this pen for everything. Taking notes, filling in my journals, my bullet journals. This is the pen that I go for, and I highly recommend you get this. It comes in a 1.0 and also a 0.7, and it also comes in white. And this is the 0.7. The next one is the U-Brand Soft Touch Catalina felt tip pens. I picked this pen up at Target. You can also get them off of Amazon. The felt tip is just so smooth. It writes so nicely. I don't have to put too much effort into writing, and it just comes out beautifully. And next is the Writech Retractable gel pens. I have shown you guys these pens quite a bit, and you guys are always asking for them because you love the color selection. They're all 0.5 millimeters, and I got this on a collection off of Amazon. These pens are beautiful, and if you follow me on my social media, you know that I use these pens often in my videos, and I just can't get enough of them, to be honest with you. Next is the coveted Zebra Pen Mildliners. These are the double-ended highlighters, and If you are on YouTube watching journaling videos, you know everybody has these pens. Now, I've slowly grown my collection over the past year and a half, and I have to say that these are definitely my favorite pens to use, especially in the spring and summertime because of the colors. You are actually able to letter with these pens because of the chiseled end, which is amazing, as you guys can see here. And you can go ahead and put them together essentially and just use them for silly little things like drop shadows or just more shadows. Next are the Sakura Pigma Micron ink pens. These pens are my ride or dies. I use these pens for all of my artwork and I love them so much. And it goes as small as a 0.5, as you can see here, and it can go as thick as, I think, 12. I believe it's 12 is the thickest, and these write amazing. I will advise you to make sure you cap your pens after using them because they will dry out quickly. And then obviously if you overuse them, they are going to dry out as well. But these pens, hands down, are amazing to both write with. Although I do recommend more to use them for your art, for your doodles, anything like that. I just find that they work better that way. And they can even help you if you're interested in faux calligraphy because of the finer point to help you get into those edges like I just showed you there. Next are my Tombow pen dual brush markers. I love these so much. I'm not gonna lie, they are not as simple to use for brush lettering. They tend to be a little more difficult. I would say you need to practice with these because I am still working myself on getting better with the brush lettering with these pens, but I do love them so much, especially in an art format for my bullet journal. I've been using them. I used them in my December bullet journal. If you haven't, I'm going to go ahead and link it up above so you guys can check it out. But it's a beautiful pen. That's all I can truly say. I'm really glad with how long the tip is. I feel like the long tip really does help, but at the same time it can make it very difficult. The next up is my jelly roll pens, my Sakura jelly roll white pens. I'm just trying to draw a little bit of an accent here on my hello, but I don't think you guys can really see it because of the lighting. But that's how amazing these pens work. Now I do want to give you guys a little comparison so you can see all the pens write differently. I do recommend all of these pens, to be quite honest. I use all of these pens quite often, if not every day when I do my journaling. But I do want to give you guys a little bit more of a demo so you can see what I mean. This is one of the Tombow brush pens. As you can see, there is a certain way that you need to hold these pens in order to get used to them. And don't mind my shaky handwriting right now. I did have some coffee right before filming this, which is probably not the best choice if I knew I was going to be hand lettering. I don't recommend drinking coffee beforehand. Your hands will be shaking like crazy. Here is another example of the Itoya calligraphy marker. I love this marker because of that chiseled edge. I just feel like it just makes everything so much easier, especially when you're learning. I couldn't ask for more in a pen. I just think it's absolutely amazing. I always recommend this to people if you're choosing to learn how to hand letter or just do calligraphy in general. I truly have fallen in love with the art, and I think everyone should take some time just to learn it. It's very therapeutic, and I mean, you get to work with pens all day, so why not? But yeah, I highly recommend it for journaling, especially if you're looking to use hand lettering in your journaling, like in the classic sense. I think it's a really great pen for that. Next up, I just wanted to show you something that I was able to create with the brush pens. I made this cute little doodle with my brown brush pens and my white jelly marker. And then here is a live demonstration on how you can use the Tombow brush pens and just kind of a little bit of a lettering idea that you could always do in your journals, like a little outline thing. This is how versatile these Tombow markers are. You can literally draw with them, you can write with them, just don't write with them beforehand having coffee. You can layer them as well, and just so you can see how good the chiseled edge is on the Itoya pen, and just show you a little bit of an example for brushstroke practice. Right here, this demonstration, I really wanted to show you guys just how good you can layer these pens. They work so well together, whether you're mixing two colors or you're just using the same color and kind of darkening it as you go. They can be layered on top of really well, which I appreciate since I love doing little shine accents on my lettering sometimes, especially in my bullet journals. They are perfect for drawing, and if you've seen my passion planner video that I posted last week, I did actually use these pens to draw. Now, to use my Tombow Fudenosuke, the hard tip, I wanted to show you guys just how well it writes up close versus seeing it far away. It writes beautifully, and I'm actually layering the pens together so you can see that even together, if you layered the different colors, it'll still work absolutely amazing. I'm really glad with these pens. I don't think I could go back to using just regular pens, especially after using these in my journals. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing to me, but it's very calming and therapeutic. I just find comfort in pens, if that makes sense. But if you are looking for some affordable pens, if you are looking to grow your collections of pens, I do highly suggest these. I did want to show you guys different techniques that you can use with these pens. I am thinking very soon to upload a hand lettering video to kind of give you guys an example with how you can use these markers together, or even use them for your bullet journals. I think you've seen me use quite a few of them in my bullet journal in the past, but these are just pen tests so you guys can see just how well they work. I honestly really love them. I don't think like I said, can go back to regular pens other than like my Sharpie gel pens. I just really wanted to show how a pen can truly transform your handwriting, your lettering, and give you a little bit of an inspiration to want to pick up maybe a new hobby and just try writing differently, so to speak. Well guys, that is all I have for this video. I want to encourage you to become a cozy friend by subscribing. Give a big thumbs up to this video if you did enjoy watching it, and don't forget to check out my social medias listed down below for some extra content. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.